Greetings, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources, where we left off in a little bit of a predicament for financials. And we also left off with placing down this silo over here, which kind of got to thinking about it. And we're not going to put it here. What we're going to do is we're going to go put it actually over here at the farm, because the vehicles are going to kick out the crops from the fields, and then they can sit in the silo, and then I can have a distribution office pulling it from here to here. And I think what the plan will be is we're going to go, because obviously this is filling, we're going to limit amount. We're going to do this one as, we'll do 10, 10, 60, 20. I think that'll be a better ratio. So we store 64 tons. And this goes through 20 tons. So it's a bit of an overhead, which is good. That will keep doing that. So there was made mention that potentially, if we just sit on our dollars, it should accumulate into the positives over the next course of a couple months, where we're just, if we don't buy more resources. But we do need to build a grain silo. So we're going to have to spend some of this to build a grain silo. And then we're also going to need to spend some of this to build a distribution office. But once those two things are done, I'm hoping that only going to cost us about 100,000. Then we'll be sitting at 183,000. So we should be sitting at a positive and not sitting at a negative. Also, one of the comments did make mention about my train situation. So if we take a look at the train, at the signal. So What I heard was green is good, another color was good, but purple and blue is bad. So I think I need to do a mixed or chained, because they should be able to read what is ahead of them. So green is good, orange is good. That should allow them to read what is ahead of them and allow them to do what they need to do. Hopefully. I don't know why this guy's slowing down so much. Maybe because this track is switching. So that should allow them to do what they need to do. So this is still purple. Or, yeah, purple. Maybe these are just on the wrong side. No, still purple. Still, they're not a fan. Now that's green. Okay, so now that one's green. And this one is orange. And that one is now purple. Purple is not great. Okay, so that should be fine. I think that will work, as that's now going to jam up traffic. Okay, I think that should work. So that's the train situation kind of resolved. I mean, not really in any meaningful way, but it's at least something finished. Change message launch. So that's going to be that. Okay, so last episode, we did also unlock distribution offices. So maybe what we could do is put a distribution office in here, which we can distribute more of our vehicles around, and then that could open up us having a distribution office for over here, which is just a free one. And then maybe we could also not have these tied up with all of our fuel trucks, because we can put them in the distribution office, which can kind of fuel the town. Also the food, kind of be the town stuff. Anything town related, we might just do a distribution office in the town. So if we do distribution office, say small distribution office can fit 5, medium can fit 10. I only think we need about 5. I think that would be plenty for what we're looking to have. So if we flip this and okay, so if we do something like that, that might look good. Yeah, so we'll do that. Okay. So that's going to be our distribution office in the town. That is going to allow us to free up all of the trucks in here to be distributing for the alcohol warehouse and the grocery mart. And then maybe we could also even get one of the vehicles over here so that that's working as well. So we're going to have to get that up and running. This is kind of up and running. Once we get our own fabric, we don't have to import fabric. That should also help a lot, because I think we have fabric is one of our bigger ones, and then fuel is another one of our big ones. But we did discover that our fuel is quite far away. So we're going to have to figure out some way to get all the way out there on our low budget to get it, or we could just do a really far away satellite fuel pretty much on the other side of the map and just have this be oil kicking back out to here which could be a potential possibility. Or we could just bite it and just try to get it up here. Different opportunities, different decisions that could be made. Just need to figure out what might be the best for us. Even iron is quite far away. It's all the way here. So we might need to put like an outpost factory out over here. Seems like this location is really good for raw resources though. You got oil, iron, and we do have a coal node though actually that's pretty close right here, which is nice because we could utilize the coal to get some things done. So that's going to be good. Maybe what we'll do is also assign this guy just so we can get that one built up a little bit quicker, and that'll be good. All right, I'm also going to set up our chemicals. So we want to load chemicals as the large custom house. And then the warehouse, we want to unload the chemicals. And that will be fine at 30%. Because I don't think we'll be using it too much. That's 24. It only uses 0.5. And then that would mean that we can actually put down... We can start making some... This already has 6. It's already been dropping off chemicals, it looks like. Also looks like some people have already been working here. So this must be already kind of working. Okay, that's fine. So this is going to drop off chemicals. They'll make clothes out of everything, and hopefully everything functions well. Because they must be going here, seeing if there's work. If they're not, they must be going over here. Okay, so what I have done, because I just noticed this guy's heading out with full workers, is I'm telling them if it's full, they can go 50-50 now. So they can go work over here if want be, if this one's full. Then they can produce some resources. They just need to have crops. And this one does not need to be full. I think 20 would probably do wonders. We can always adjust it if needed, but I just need some crops to get over here. And I think we are loading up crops. No, we're not. So let's also load up crops and unload crops. Just so we can get some crops going in here. We'll pay her the extra. And this one's at 53. So hopefully eventually when we're making our own fabric, I can just turn off getting fabric imported. Seeing if we have enough of a juggle. Because I think maybe this needs to be 40. Because I think what it is one of the fabric factories can process 2 clothing factories. So that is quite a lot. Okay, so this is being built up. Let's get the grain silo up and running wherever that may be. Here it is, grain silo. We're just going to do the very typical basic one. And I guess we can put that here. Or maybe I should do it here. Or I could even delete this and do it here. I think that might even be better. Research finished for loyalty, I believe. Yes, okay, so that's going to give me loyalty. So let's take a look at that in 1 second. I just need to get the grain storage placed for building. So now this will store all of our crops. And we're going to continue the construction on it. Have that get built in Valence. Hopefully that gets built where it doesn't cripple my economy more than it is, because we really don't have much more money. We owe a lot. We can't afford to take out a lot. So hopefully we can start offsetting some of these costs. And then we got to get some vehicles in here as well. But we also do need to get fertilizer. So we're going to need to get more. We're probably going to need to pull over about 2 of the distribution offices over there just to support everything. And I'll just assign this, and I will... No, I won't assign that one. I'll leave that one voided. But I think I might actually pull the road out just a bit over here to get some more gravel road. So yeah, we'll build that one out too. I'll assign that guy. He'll build that. Might be beneficial to build the other side of this road as well. But we do have a pretty good gravel infrastructure. We will need to look at getting some more infrastructure here shortly. But yeah, all these vehicles are going to mobilize. We do have research finished. So now I think we should be able to look in the buildings and find out what the... Oh, secret police needs to visit citizens' home to display their government loyalty level. So how do we get the secret police? This is a secret police. Fire prevention, high-ranked members. Begins exploration on how to best support and enhance the lives of our most loyal party members. So let's research the secret police maybe. Initiates research into effective fire prevention methods for different kind of infrastructure. Tourism, railroad. I think secret police would probably be the best. Let's get secret police. This one's not researching anything. I think maybe to utilize keeping things going on how to process and recycle garbage, airport infrastructure, electrical pylons, chemistry, Guess we can do forest study. Maybe we can get like maybe we can get our forestry up and running a little bit. Might also help offset some costs. So this granary is going to take a lot of resources to build. We currently don't have anywhere for citizens that graduate. We have no open flats. So I guess they can just kind of sit in here and go to school. Because right now we got nothing. Everything's full. Everything's being utilized. People are not dying. Which, you know, that is always the thing you want to see, is nobody dying, everyone living. And then once we get this school up and running, which we do, we need to tone this down to only like 5, because this one plus that one is still 15. It's just this one was maxed out at 10 and we still didn't have enough students. So that's going to be fine. Now they should have enough space for their kids to go to school, which should make it so that we don't run out of a problem, because this kindergarten will support pretty much all the front buildings we put down, because we can put in even more housing going along here. And they should still be able to reach the grocery store and the bus stop. Worst case scenario. If we do need to, we could just put them here, make a row along here. I think they should still be able to reach the bus stop from all the way out here. Yeah, so they... Oh, right here they can. So here they can. Here they can't. So we might need to build some type of underground again to get them over to here, and then they can walk the rest of the way. That might need to be an option, but we'll figure that out. Once we want to get some bigger buildings put down, we could even put them down here, or we could just do a bus stop here that takes them to this bus stop, and we kind of figure it out from there. So is this now working? This is working. It's making fabric, but it's not all being processed. That's making clothes. So hopefully we can get a lot more exporting for fabric and stuff like that. And have a bit of better cash flow coming in and not so much just funneling out the front door. So this is all done now. This has liquid fertilizer. It has fuel. Crops can store 40 tons. No tractors available to sow. No vehicles available to harvest. No trucks available. There are no vehicles or fields assigned. So it looks like we shouldn't do the covered halls, because we want the covered halls to pull just out of here, because it's just going to move back and forth. I believe this is a pull and a push one. I don't think I need to. And then I can just have distribution to take out of the grain silo and take it over there. Just there's a big trucks. So I think, and I might just take a look to figure out what is a good ratio for harvesters to sowers. All right, so I did take a look at what the consensus was, and I believe the consensus is, if they're going to have to leave out of here, they're going to have to go from here and over to here. So I'm thinking what we might do is look to place a couple small farms close to where this entrance is, just so that we don't have them traveling super far. What I'm going to start with is probably 5 small fields. Or we could even do 1 or 2 medium fields, which might even be a good idea as well. Or we could just do a bunch of these small ones just to get an idea of how this is going to work. Because once we figure out how it's going to work, then maybe we could place in a couple more larger fields. So I'm going to do 1, 2, and 3. So we'll start with 3 small fields. Not assign any farms. So then we will assign 1, 2. There's no road connection. And assign. Okay, so now that's 3 fields. We'll up the storage. So it was, and this comes from NCC Voyager. So I do appreciate the help here. It is a 1-to-4 ratio. Harvesters, tractors. So for 1 harvester, I guess it's 2 planters. If that's the ratio that we're looking at here, because it's a ratio of harvesters, tractors, and large covered hauls per 3 big fields. So I'm guessing 1 harvester per tractor, and the tractors are the sowing. So 1 harvester per 2 tractors. Okay, 1 harvester per 2 tractors. So if I did harvester, and I feel like I want to do these. So 1, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. I feel like they get more time to harvest than they would to plant. You want them to be planted the quicker. 1, 2, harvesting. 1, 1, 2. Okay. Hopefully that's right. Epidemic. It appears that our republic has been a severe affection that could cause serious complications or even death. Seems that this disease is not very contagious and will not spread very easily through the population. Released a warning about a planet-wide epidemic. We expect it could last a long time. So if we're going to have an epidemic potentially happening, we should raise this to, right now it's at 8. Let's go to 10. So we get 10 doctors in case for some reason we have a very large influx. Fingers crossed we don't. I don't want people to die. But yeah, we're going to do that. We do have some people that can't seem to get close. So this building here and this building here, apparently they can't get all the way to get close. But they can go to the platform, and the platform takes them everywhere else. So that's probably just nothing. Did they already finish that research? Oh, that was quick. 400 days for woodcutting planting policy. Yeah, let's do the planting policy. Let's get that. They're going to do the secret police. That's good. You might want to get some modern medicine down the road, but I don't think right now is too necessary. They are making their way out actually quite far now, which is nice to see. We might actually have ran out of assigned construction. So let's also... office doesn't exist for here. Okay, so I guess those need to be done. Great. Okay, those will get done now. And then hopefully that means that we can get this whole junction done. And that means that they can switch over and do their thing they need to do to start getting all of this done. And good. Our gravel is running without problems again. So hopefully we can get a full storage of gravel going. Now that that is back and running, again, let's look to save as much money as possible. And let's change that to be the loading zone, which will save us money. So gravel is going to go to the aggregate loading zone, which is good. This seems to be flowing just fine. They're going there. Are you forcing people out? No, I did tell you to stop doing that. Because apparently if you force people out, it does seem to put a bit of a weird damper bug in the game. Where they just kind of sit there. I don't know if it's a bug or if it's intentional, because they're utilizing that as a location to transfer to and not to work to. So that could very much be the case and reason why. That's fine by me for why it's used that. So no workplace is 11%, which is good. We want to start seeing that. We want to see our number get higher and higher. About that 12% would probably be pretty good for us. Just an absolute Congo line on its way of stuff. So these are the sowers. These are the harvesters in 3 fields. So hopefully they produce quite a bit. That would be nice. I don't know how the fertilizing works. I wonder if that's in the sower. I guess we'll find out. This is my first time doing farms in Workers and Resources, so we're going to find out. You are going to live through history on the channel. First time I have ever used that. And so you're going to learn with me how it all works and functions. We do have 20 tons of clothes. They're actually going to be hitting out... Oh, no, sorry. 240 is our max. But we do have 20 tons of clothes, which is actually really, really nice. So hopefully soon these can just be moving clothes. And then this guy from over here can bring everything in. So now we need some vehicles. So what I'm going to do is I want to transfer... This guy is currently doing gravel, and you're doing gravel over there. So I want to take... let's move you guys. You're currently doing meat. You're doing covered hall stuff. You're doing covered hall stuff. So you're bringing alcohol. You're bringing bread. And I think that's because our stocks, we want to make sure they stay high. So let's actually copy to there. Custom house. So we want to do that. And then I'll leave this guy here. I'm going to fill this one up as well. We're going to transfer all of them to here. Get them rolling because this is going to be fine. We're still good on food. We're not going to go under in the span of them moving from over here, from there to here. Now that's moved. Let's delete that so we have it back. This storage is quite nice when our trucks don't have to go super far away to drop out of town. They only go to here, and then the other trucks take it the rest of the way. which is quite nice. So this is already going to be filled up with 3. So now hindsight probably should have did more. But this is going to be 3, and then we can do 1, 2 more. So we want to go load for the customs house. Currently they're set to only be there, there, and there. So that's going to be good to load for there. And they're going to do their thing that they need to do for it, which is great. So we did get back 1 office, which may actually be enough. Let's just see if 1 office, 1 distribution office, free 1, is enough to juggle what we're trying to do. And if it's not, we can always take away another one and shuffle some more vehicles around. Because I think this guy over here only has... Oh, this does have 3 now. Okay. I thought that one only had 2, but we could shuffle this one if needed, give its own distribution office. Because we should probably make something that's a little bit larger than this, because that's quite small scale and not going to be enough in the near future. So we might need to add on to that. I also wish that I had more opening room here so I could maybe put another statue or something like that. We actually might be able to fit a statue over here. I just want to be able to get my loyalty up more. So we can do a Lenin statue here. It does cost a bit to get that. Is there anything that is maybe cheaper? So this is 312 tons of concrete. So this is actually cheaper. So let's maybe do like that. And then we can have like a Soviet thing there. I think that might be good. We could also do a Soviet one here, just to get our loyalty up in a couple more of these complexes. Do one there as well. Let's assign that guy, assign that. So let's get them moving there, and then whoever finishes first, we'll assign those for construction. That'll be great. And that will be moving. I think we got tree planting. I don't know if we can invest the money into tree planting right now, or if we should just hold off and wait until we see how this functions. Because if this functions well, we should utilize our own crops. Too late for sowing. Winter's approaching. No trucks available. I'm not too sure why there's no trucks. They must have been gone to fuel up. So they've left to fuel up. We should look to get this place its own gas station, but actually it has its own built-in station. No trucks available. I don't think that matters. Harvesting crops ready to transport. So we do need covered hauls to bring it over to here to go into there. But could we just do a road depot and tell them to grab from there and go to here? I want to see if we can do a road depot. So let's grab this road depot. Let's flip it. Maybe we'll place it right there. Do I have any sitting over here? I think I might have had... I got a mixed waste over here. Got nothing over there. What are you... Oh, you're just sitting. You can launch or start, and we should tell you... Wait until loaded. And is anybody else on this line? Vehicles. Station 2, vehicles 1. So currently we have 2 vehicles on separate lines. So maybe we'll tell you to change your depot. Delete the stop. Copy. Set line to you and start. So now we should have 2 on the same one. They're doing that. We don't want them to bounce back and forth if they're not full, which I have that set. And set to wait till unloaded. So that should help offset it. Now, what is our largest expense this month? Let's see. Steel and fuel, which fuel is going to always be up there. But we can axe the steel requirement if we just stop building stuff. And then the fuel would follow suit. If we're not building things, a lot more vehicles are just sitting doing nothing. So I don't have any covered hauls. So maybe we'll do a covered haul, total capacity. 8.8 tons of crops. So let's just do 1. I just want to see if I can do anything with this guy. Because if I can't, he's just going to be in here moving product back and forth. That's not the right covered haul. Apparently there's 2 of them or 3 of them. There's so many coming out from the same location at the same exact time. He must be this one. Where is his depot? Yeah, this is his depot. Okay, so... Add stop there to there. Okay, so we can load and unload, which is good. Now, does that say he has a vehicle? No truck is available. The worst case scenario, I might need to reassign it, but this guy's here. So we're going to tell him race from line. So we want to go 1, 2, 3, 1. Here we want to load, wait until loaded, wait until loaded, wait until loaded, and then unload, wait until unloaded. No trucks available, but this truck should be available. So if I tell it to start, he should go to these different fields. He needs fuel, so he's going back into town or gas station. I'm sure he's going to this one over there, but that's quite a long drive. So I'm wondering if maybe, I wonder how much this is actually going to do, and if I should get rid of one of these sowers if I don't need them. But I could just say not get rid of it, but I could tell it to change depot to here, which I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to purchase a new vehicle, covered haul, total capacity. I'm just going to get one of the big guys, which actually I should have just moved him. But I can grab this one, change depot, go there, erase from line, and he'll go there. And this guy will just sit here until I need him. I want to see if this works. And if it does, great. If not, we'll figure it out. That's going to be those three. Great. Now they should have a truck once it gets here, which it's right there, but it's snowing. So everything is so much slower. We had a traffic jam. Because we are telling them to wait till loaded, and it looks like they can't do that, because if they wait till loaded, they're gonna block. So they need to say, don't wait till loaded. Yes, take what you can get and go. And I guess that's why distribution office is better, because in road depot you can't control what they do. You can only control what they have. So if I did maybe in here, because I do have an open spot now, if I did a technical office, I wish there was like a search bar where you could just like search what you want. If I did a technical office here, I do have more available. Let's do technical office there. Let's take the vehicles that are on this line, change the depot. Then we'll delete this line, however that may be. Delete stop and delete stop. Maybe we have to wait. Okay, we'll wait till they get in there. Because then I can tell them only go if you are at 100% able to load, because I don't want them to waste gas. Which seems like a lot of time. I am just wasting gas going back and forth. So this guy's going to get there. He's going to be out of fuel. So let's check to see if he still hits the no trucks available. Some vehicles are without fuel. Okay, so now they can do that. He's going to have fuel. Too late in the winter to start. Let's see if they can get that once the winter breaks. And then hopefully we can actually get some money made, which we're still just losing money. Last month we lost $35,000, but that's also because we bought vehicles. Because it looks like right now we got 36 tons of clothes, but it looks like more times than not, these guys are just trying to juggle the massive demand of crops, chemicals, and fabric, because they're not doing what they really need to do, which I think is most of the fabric in here, 1.5 tons. So it's not. They are trying to juggle balance all of this. They're going to bring that in, and this is going to start working. They're going to gobble up all of the crops like instantly. And that is no good. Ah, look at that. That thing actually went up relatively quickly. Now we just need to build this. Once this is built, then they can actually go bouncing back and forth. So this truck will just bring it here, drop it, and then it'll get pushed into here. I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. Total capacity is 1,000 tons. It can take 800 tons of crops, which will not last that long out here. And that's only 64 tons. Maybe we could lower that to not be 60 and have it a bit lower, so it makes more sense. So I actually might even lower this to 30, because we're producing a lot of fat. We're using a lot of our crops at a fast rate, and we're not really using enough. We have 40 tons of clothes. It'd be really nice to start exporting all those clothes. So we do have a vehicle here. Move to the workplace. Okay, now he's here. Great. Ambulance has not arrived, and I think somebody has died. 7 people are starving. Death of a child. How are so many people starving? It does look like we're unable to, at some point, have got an ambulance. So I know we're trying to save the money, but let's get one more ambulance just so we can utilize what we need. We'll get these 2 up. Ambulances did not arrive again. So yes, we need to have one able to get food. But this does normally stay full, and we do have a pretty large unemployment. I'm not sure how this one does not stay constantly full and is able to supply our amount of shoppers. I think we are getting to the point though where number of shoppers to max number of sellers we can have, we are reaching that like pinnacle point. We're going to need to have to watch this. 21%. 21 is at 11% without a flat, which is quite incredibly high. We do have that other ambulance on the way, so hopefully that helps with getting people treated quickly. And we are dwindling our funds fast. So we do need to stop building. We need to stop building very, very quickly and let more of our money pool accumulate. Because currently we are just losing money left, right, and center, which is not good. Because if we lose all of our money, we are bankrupt. And bankruptcy means the end of the Let's Play. And then the Let's Play means sad face brave. Because, well, we want to keep going. We don't want to die. We don't want to lose everything. We spent too many dang episodes on this, I tell you. To just lose it all and lose it too fast. So they're going to build this up. Hopefully that the next winter we can, build this quickly. It was free to get the fields. So maybe actually what I'll do is I'm going to do one more small field, risk it for however they say the biscuit. So we're going to do 4 fields, maybe 5 in the future, but I think this will be good. Hopefully. TM. We'll do 4 fields. See if they can manage the 4 fields. I think we'll prioritize the 3 and they might not get to the 4th in time. And then I guess we can kind of judge to see. So I want them to load there and dump there. So they should load, or are they going to unload? Looks like he just dropped it off. He didn't load it. So that must need to be a road depot to actually take it from here and take it out of town. But I just wonder how they're supposed to sit. Maybe that's what the other thing's for. The connections to it. Because if it has connections to, these guys will still transfer over. Yeah, so notify me if it's overflowing, then I can send them on another road depot to actually get rid of it. But they can also manage all of the big dumps now, and I don't think I have any big dump. It's just these ones here, but only these guys use the big dump. So it is out of 30. It does seem like we are hitting a point where maybe it's a problem. Drinking alcohol, a lot of people can't get alcohol, and they're very, very mad about that. Max only 2, so we can't get any more. They'll keep doing their thing, and I think that's fine. This is max 10. There's nobody waiting, so we're good there. Then hopefully winter will break, and we can do that. So ambulance has not arrived again. I think that's probably now another death of a child. Lack of meat, starving, unable to pray, low government authority, times 100 people. Can we get one more ambulance then? Like, we're trying to save money, but let's just keep spending money on ambulances. This is actually free to do, so we can do broadcasting, waste, metal, chemistry, basic research, fertilization, study on the impact of fertilizing on fields. That's 900 days. We'll do that one. This one's almost there, which is good. They have a lot of people actually researching there. I wonder if I could bump this up. I don't want it to be 20 is good. 20 is a good number. Max. We have a lot of highly educated employees. I don't know if that's good or bad, but none of our highly educated are being taken out of the city, so that's probably why. We don't want them just working in the fields and doing nothing. We are racking up a large amount of clothes. More clothes than we can really do with, but our crops are just the problem. So I'm going to stop loading that, stop unloading it. Chemicals are quite a lot easier to remain. I'm just going to tell them to stop loading the crops because it's just a waste. They're just constantly going back and forth for no reason. It's a waste. They're not going to get there in time and fast enough. And, our fields are all the way over here. So this in itself is going to be a massive drive to get down there. So that's why we might probably need to get the train station set up a lot quicker. So that we can actually get some different things set up. And I wish this would actually auto search properly. Right now it just doesn't seem to actually be populating correctly. Not too sure. So if that's doing that, I wish it would auto search. Road connection with construction offices does not exist because that is this one they're doing, and then they're doing that one. Okay, so that makes sense. I just wish it was different, but is what it is. And I wish there was a way to actually like assign like this one where you can assign the construction office. It'll allow you to assign the town or the train ones, but doesn't. So you're left to scroll down, find, grab, and click. But right now I can't even click on anything. So we're just kind of vibing with that. We got a farm with allowed crops in there. I don't know why this guy's all the way over here. Oh, he's doing that. Okay, that's fine. I was very confused why he was all the way over here, but that's okay. Doing his thing. So hopefully we can actually start exporting some of this mass clothes we got, because if we have 53 tons, and if we take a look at, hey, our loans are going up. That's good. If we take a look at our export for clothes export currently, and you have to buy them for 730, but they sell for 660 a ton. So if we do some quick math, 660 tons times 50, that's $33,000. $33,000 is just sitting in our warehouse doing nothing. I think it times it by 50, and we actually have 55. That's more like $40,000 is just sitting in, you know, our warehouse doing nothing. Hopefully we can actually have that make us some money. But that guy's just dropping off fabric. Looks like he's loading fabric to drop off fabric, because we actually are out of fabric. We completely are out of fabric. No longer do, well, we have 1.92. I'm just here, oh, because it's not filling up their internal storage. Missing crops, it's fine. Hopefully we don't go under. But I'm now less worried about it because we can borrow 302,000, so that means we can pay off a little bit of that one, a little bit of that one, and still be okay. And then we might have to just sit and ponder on what we are doing for when and if we do run out of loan opportunity. But I don't think that will happen, hopefully. So cars, we have a lot of crime, quite a lot. And if we took a look at our overlays and do crime, 1%. Everywhere here. So actually it's not too bad. Clothing quality, sports enjoyment, culture, alcohol, government loyalty. We have no idea what anybody is, and our health is pretty a-okay, and our happiness, it's good. Serious crimes 1, minor crimes reported quite a few, and mediums 1, 4. So quite a lot. People in the Soviet realm, I don't even know what you call it. They still, I guess, steal, even though it's free. There's no currency. You just grab and you go. We are making some more fabric, but that's probably just because they dropped off fabric. I wish they would like think about it. Like if we take a look, I think this truck, he is loading. He's loading for clothes, right? Or he's loading to go to get fabric. But why is he wasting a trip? Load these, unload that. So why is he not loading clothes and loading clothes? So that when he's making a trip out that way, he's loading, so he's not just hauling empty. I don't know why they haul empty. It's very weird. Workers and resources, Soviet Republic is very difficult. It definitely makes your noggin think about how and what needs to be done. I find the yellow forklift tracks just very unflattering in a game like this. But anyways, I guess we'll see if farming will be my saving grace. And you know, we kind of were right about how this is, you know, how much was going to cost. We are left with 100,000. It did actually end up costing more. Like we went 70,000 over budget on what we kind of were hoping to spend on this endeavor of a project. But I guess you got to spend some money to make some money, like they say, and you know, that's all good and dandy. So I guess, you know, this episode we managed to figure out the train thing for the signalings. Maybe I think I've never seen this train not run properly yet, knock on wood. We got the fabric kind of situated. We've been getting a stockpile of clothes going. We have been continuously to build up this track. We are getting a lot closer. And I think, yeah, we built a distribution office and we got some things assigned there. So yeah, we're looking okay. We're doing some good positive things. Hopefully when the winter breaks, we can start seeing ourselves make some more money because we can see them harvesting. filling that up with tons of crops. And then hopefully they can come over here and we can actually store things up. Or another good one that we could hope for is for covered halls total capacity. We get something that can store more than 8.8 tons at a time, because 8.8 tons does not really go that far. It, barely scratches the surface. We use way more crops than that. And we are, buying a lot of fabric. Currently our purchase problem is our fabric, because this is all full. So hopefully we can axe that when we have crops being made in balance. But anyways, that does it for today's episode. It was a fun one. I maybe didn't get a lot done that I potentially wanted to get done, but that's just sometimes how it rolls. You have a big old grand master plan, and then it never pans out to be the way that you wanted it to be. We also got some more symbols and signs up, but that will do it for this one. We will continue at it at our normal schedule, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and we have the secret police in the breaking of spring. And maybe these guys will now, actually go and plant in the fields. Who knows what they'll do? Guess you'll have to find out on the next episode, because I'm brave. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see everybody on the next one. Take care.